All right. Doesn't seem like this yellow sweatshirt is gonna work out. It's kind of bright. Anyways, I bought it yesterday. So it's gonna be what it's gonna be. That's fine. This morning I was reading some biblical verses and watching some YouTube videos about what Jesus meant when he said, deny yourself. And I came across this verse just to start this off with. And it's a common theme throughout the Quran, not the Quran, the Bible. See, so used to talk about the Quran. Common theme throughout the Bible, the New Testament. And this is Matthew chapter 16, verse 24. And it says, then Jesus said to his disciples, whoever wants to be my disciple must deny themselves and take up their cross and follow me. Now, in Christian theology, denying oneself, being saved, like Paul did, he died to live for Christ, is a common theme throughout the Bible. And for a Christian, they take up the cross and they live for Jesus. That's, in a nutshell, what it means to be Jesus's disciple. You deny the lowercase s self, the ego, the old you, and you live new in Christ for Jesus as his disciple. But there's one thing that I thought of when I read this verse, and I read other verses that also said, deny yourself or deny themselves. And it was in regards to being Jesus's disciple. And I thought, what does disciple mean here? What does it mean to be Jesus's disciple? What job do you have as a disciple for Jesus? And the job is to spread the gospel throughout the world. That is in the Bible. It's a proselytizing type of religion, to tell others about the good news. And I thought, man, there's also a meaning there that when you have a job to do, you focus on that job. Now, of course, to be a disciple of Jesus, your job is to spread the gospel. That's what he said to his disciples. He said, spread the gospel to the four corners of earth, or whatever he said. I also looked that up, and a lot of people were like, oh, it doesn't mean four corners, the earth is not flat, blah, blah, blah. Okay. They harped on that, but it just means spread the gospel around the world. And that was their job. So deny yourself, let go of everything you have and focus on this job that you have to do. And I thought that applies to everything we do. Be in the present moment. When you're at work and you're working on something, say you're a sheet metal worker and you're working on something, be present. Let go of everything else and be present and focus 100% on that job. That's what that verse is saying to me. Part of it. I mean, I know the bigger context of the verse, but that's also what it's saying. When you have something to do, focus 100% on that job. And it becomes meaningful and it's powerful in itself because your mind's not over here, over here, over here. So if you have a paper to write, if you're a college student, focus 100% on that paper. Think of nothing else but write that paper. And then you go to the next task. That's being in the moment. So that's what I wanted to share this morning with this bright yellow. So it's actually not bright on the video. It seems bright. See, I can see myself right here. And I have these lights that it might be reflecting. So it's going to be what it's going to be. Maybe if I turn off a light. Let me try to turn one light off. No, not that one. Not that one. Wait. What the daggone camp? Oh yeah, that one. Let's see how that works. Same, right? All right. I'll look at the video after. Might be different over here. So today we're going to do 6 sun salutations, and we're going to begin the mountain pose. 6 sun salutations. Go into easy pose. Wind down in the easy pose, doing some stretches, letting the stretches and the movements become a form of a moving meditation, and then close it up with a yoga seal. So let's go ahead and begin. Go to mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent. Hips are tilted. Back is straight. No tension in the shoulders or the arms or the neck. And you lengthen up. So get your body lengthened. Oh, I guess I'll unplug my clock. That's not good. I was wondering why the light didn't go out and I unplugged the clock instead. I have a clock right there, and I'm going to have to fix that or I will go over time. 5:36. So professional. That's the sound of the clock. Funny. Okay. So where were we? Mountain pose. So you should have stayed in the mountain pose. Not worried about me because you're focused 100% on the mountain pose. Just joking. All right. And then you go line up the bones and let the bones line up, set on top of each other, settle on top of each other. And just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Again, you're finding that spot where the skeleton just stands as if you were just your skeleton and you were nothing else but the skeleton. And just focus on the breathing. You're becoming one, just like a mountain is one with the earth. You're becoming stable, just like a mountain. Sturdy, firm, all those types of words. Just like a mountain. So the body's feeling that, and that transfers over into the mind. Your mind feels stable, firm, one. Bring the palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale, go slowly. Inhale as much as you can. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back. You're going to go into the standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going to the knees. And once you get all the air out, you just release. And then just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. The posture sides of the feet, left leg is back. Into a low lunge. With a low lunge, hop the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arched. If it's straight, you're reaching out. If it's arched, you're doing a scoop. And you just focus 100% on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Then you're going to go to high lunge just for a second or so as a transition pose. So bring the knee off the floor, toes are curled under in the back. Then downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really push into it. Get all the air out. And once all the air is out, you just release and just watch yourself breathe, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Then slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest. You slide up. My arms are tired from lifting weights yesterday, so That was hard. That wasn't easy. I felt it. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it, and just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing. You modify all these poses how you have to. Remember, it's not about the pose. You settle in the pose, do the best you can, then accept, and just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Left foot is up between the hands, low lunge. The low lunge, tuck the foot to the floor and the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally. Back is straight or arch. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And if it is, just lengthen up some and just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Then high lunge, curl the toes under the back, knee goes up. Then standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down, get all the air out. Then once all the air is out, you just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Your palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Then exhale. And then inhale. Exhale, hinge forward. Pull yourself in and down, standing forward bend. Get all the air out. Once all the air is out, just focus on the breathing. And think of nothing else but of the breathing. Palms to the sides of the feet, left leg is back, low lunge, opening up, inhaling. Inhale as much as you can. Focus on the breathing. And high lunge, then downward dog, pushing all the air out. All the air goes out. Once all the air is out, just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but of the breathing. Then you slide into the upper dog, drop down to the knees and the chest, slide up, tops of the feet are to the floor, opening up, modify the pose how you have to. Maybe do the cow, maybe do the cobra. The cobra is on your belly, pulling your chest up off the floor. And then back to downward dog, pushing into it. Really, really, really push into it. Get all the air out. And then you release. And then just let yourself breathe. Focus on the breathing. Left foot is up between the hands. Low lunge, opening up. Inhale. Inhale as much as you can. And then just focus on the breathing. So you inhale, exhale. Anytime you go into the pose, the first time you're inhaling or exhaling. Inhaling as much as you can, exhaling as much as you can. And then you just release and then just watch yourself breathe. High lunge, standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down. Get all the air out, then release and focus on the breathing. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to do 4 more. Get all the air out. Focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Left leg is back. Inhale, opening up. Inhale as much as you can, then release. And then just let yourself breathe and watch yourself breathe. High lunge, then downward dog, pushing into it. Get all the air out. Then release and watch yourself breathe. Then inhale, upward dog, and release, and then watch yourself breathe. It's all in the breathing. That's where the prawn rise in. That's the focus point. That's the link that allows the mind and body to become one. Downward dog, exhale, and then breathe. Left foot is up between the hands, low lunge. Inhale, inhale as much as you can, and release. And then just breathe. Watch yourself breathe. High lunge. Standing forward bend. Pull yourself in and down. Exhale. And then release. And watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Focus on the breathing. Sweatshirt's not doing good. Left leg is back. Low lunge. Opening up. So I got this bright yellow sweatshirt on. And it's also going up. Pulling up. Downward dog. Exhale. Get all the air out. Push all the air out. Inhale, upper dog. Exhale, downward dog. Get all the air out. Then release and watch yourself breathe. Again, anytime you're inhaling, exhaling, once you get all the air in or all the air out, you release and then just breathe. Left foot is up. Low lunge. Inhale. Exhale, standing forward bend, get all the air out. On the breathing, palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale, 2 more sun salutations. Inhale, inhale as much as you can. Then exhale, pull yourself in and down, standing forward bend, get all the air out. Release, and then watch yourself breathe. Left leg is back. Inhale. Low lunge. And release. And watch yourself breathe. Downward dog. Exhale. Get all the air out. Then release. And watch yourself breathe. Inhale. And then release. Watch yourself breathe. Exhale, downward dog, get all the air out, release, and then watch yourself breathe. Left foot is up, inhale, and release, and watch yourself breathe. Standing forward bend, exhale, get all the air out, and then release, and watch yourself breathe. Palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Watching yourself breathe. Left leg is back, low lunge, opening up, inhale. And release. Watch yourself breathe. Downward dog, exhale. And release. Watch yourself breathe. Inhale, upper dog. Release. Watch yourself breathe. Downward dog. Exhaling and release. Watch yourself breathe. Left foot is up. Inhale. Watching yourself breathe. Standing forward bend. Exhale. Pull yourself in and down. Release. Watch yourself breathe. Palms together. Reach out. Up and back. Inhale. Then exhale. Turn the palms out. Stare down and out. I'm going to go to mountain pose. Stretch out my shirt. So I should have did in the beginning. Remember mountain pose, you just find the spot where the skeleton is just standing, thinking of nothing else but the breathing, just watching yourself breathe. Remember to watch yourself breathe. You're focusing on the belly. As you inhale, exhale, the belly goes out and then in. Just watch that. Or bring your focus to the tip of the nose and watch yourself breathe by watching the air go in and out. You're not controlling it. You're already breathing automatically. So you're just watching it. Yeah, go to easy pose. Now with the easy pose, you're to the back of the mat or at the front. I just get in the front so I can be in front of the camera. It's the modification of the lotus. I think I need a new mat. Little pieces of my mat are coming off. So in the easy pose, the hands are to your knees or in your lap. Some people do this. Or it's the easy pose. So you can go to the wall, press your back against the wall. If your back is fatigued, one leg up and out if you need to. If you have an issue in your knee or your hip, whatever. Or you can go back like this. So you can start like this, and your mind is saying, hey, your back is starting to feel it in your back. So just lean back. Listen to yourself. You're becoming your own guru. See, that is part of the mat. You're becoming your own guru. So you're learning to listen to yourself. That's the key that you're learning on the yoga mat. One of the main things you're learning, to listen to your body. So when your body tells you something, you listen. Or even mentally, and you're like, man, I don't feel like doing this today. Don't necessarily push through it. Push to the spot where you think, man, I can still go. But if you're really feeling it, and you're like, man, don't do it. Don't do it, because your mind might be telling you something that the reason you shouldn't do it. And it could just be laziness. But that's okay too, because you're accepting laziness. That's how you get rid of laziness. You accept it, you embrace it, and then releases. So when you're off the yoga mat, someone tells you something, or you hear something, or you're watching the news, or you're watching TV, you don't just listen to what they're saying. You listen to yourself. You take it in. You're like, hey, that's not even right. Or hey, that is right. But you let it filter through yourself first. And that's what you're learning on the yoga mat when you listen to the body. That's the depth of what you're doing when you listen to the body. So the back is straight, hands are front, or however you have them. You just focused on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. And you can tilt the head to the right ear is to the right shoulder, left shoulder stays down, back stays straight. And just watching yourself breathe, thinking of nothing else. And when you're watching yourself breathe, you're 100% focused on the breathing. It heightens your awareness. It lets you feel the stretch in the left side of the neck. It lets you feel what's going on in the body. Just focus 100% on the breathing. Bring the right hand to the side of the head. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down. So you relax the arm. And when you relax the arm gets heavy and pulls the head down, left shoulder's down. And just focus on the breathing. Thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And if you're pulling down a little bit, that's fine. Try not to, but if you still do it, sometimes I do it too. It's okay. It's okay. Doesn't matter. And then go ahead and release. And then tilt the head to the left ear is to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down, back is straight, shoulders to level. And you're focused on the breathing, 100% focus on the breathing. That heightens your awareness. It lets you know what's going on in the body, so it lets you feel the stretch in the right side of the neck. Maybe it makes you aware of the fatigue that's happening in your lower back. That's fine too. Or it makes you aware of a knee issue. That's fine too. But what you're learning is that you're not those things. So when you're off the yoga mat, you're learning you're not your so-called problems. You're aware of them. You handle them. You take care of them. But you are not those. So left hand to the side of the head. Let the weight of the arm bring the head down. Relax the arm. And it pulls the head down. Just the weight pulls it down. You're not pulling it down. But if you are, that's fine too. If you can't just relax it, that's fine too. And just focus on the breathing, learning where you are. Just let go. Then go ahead and release, head back to center. Then you tilt the head back. So you're not going back, you're not jarring it back, bringing the head up straight. And just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Take your knuckles, place them under the chin, pushing up. You're not pushing back, you're pushing straight up, so you're elongating, straightening up. Then go ahead and release. Bring the chin down to the chest. Keep the back straight as you can get it. And cross the fingers together, palms to the back of the head. Relax the arms. Once the arms go relaxed, they become heavy and they pull the head down. You're not pulling it down. You're letting go and letting the body do what the body does. Letting it go where it goes. And of course, if you are pulling down just a little bit, that's fine. Try not to, but if you are, it's fine. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. When the head drops down, it goes around. You're exhaling. The head goes up and back. You're inhaling. You're focused 100% on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Head drops down, goes around. You're exhaling as it goes up and back. You're inhaling. And you're linking that movement with the breathing. That allows the movement to become one with the mind and the body. Everything is becoming one. And you're focused on the breathing. And when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. And then shoulders shrug. Shoulders to the ears, back down, around. Same thing. Shoulders are going up. You're inhaling. And as they go back and down, you're exhaling. You are following the breathing, the body and the mind and the activity is all becoming one. So the movement is becoming a form of a moving meditation. So when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse, exhale as you go down, inhale as you go up. Focus 100% on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing, linking the movement with the breathing. And when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Trunk rotations, dropping down to the right, down and around. When you go down and around, the back is straight and you're reaching out and you're exhaling. And as you're going up and back, you're inhaling, linking the movement with the breathing. This allows the movement to become a form of a moving meditation. It's no longer just a movement. It's no longer just stretching. When you're focused 100% on the breathing, it's a moving meditation. And the reason that happens, so when you go to the top, reverse, the reason that happens because you become aware. When you're focused on the breathing, it heightens your awareness and lets you become aware of the movement. And that allows it to become a moving meditation. When you go to the top, you're going to bring yourself to center and then just focus on the breathing, thinking of nothing else but of the breathing. Half spinal twist, left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up, pull yourself up, stretch, and then twist, palm goes to the floor and center of the back, arm is straight, and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting and you're focused 100% on the breathing. Now in this pose, when you inhale, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose just slightly. Then when you exhale, the belly goes in and you go back into the pose, slightly. It's a subtle movement, but what you're essentially learning is to become aware of that subtleness. So when you're off the yoga mat, you're aware of the subtle things happening around you. It's heightening your awareness. So just focus 100% on the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Other side, right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up. And then twist, palm goes forward to the back, arm is straight, it's against the back. The head is twisting, make sure the head is twisting, and you're focused on the breathing. Again, when you inhale, the belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. And then when you exhale, the belly goes in, you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement, but you're not focused on it, you're aware of it. You're focused 100% on the breathing. Again, so when you're off the yoga mat, you're aware of the subtle things happening around you. Make sure the head is twisting. Just focus on the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Just focus on the breathing. You're going to reach behind you, grab the left wrist with the right hand for the yogic seal. You're bringing the forehead down towards the floor, as close as you can to the floor. And just sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Hands go back in front. Back straight. You're just going to watch yourself breathe. Remember, you're already breathing, so you're just watching it. And what will happen is you'll start to control it, most likely. And then when you realize, hey, I'm controlling my breathing, just let go and watch it. What will happen is you'll start to think about other things. And when you realize, hey, I'm not thinking about my breathing, let go and just continue to watch yourself breathe. It's a process, and eventually what happens is that you realize you're the thing watching. You're the thing that's watching your breathing. You're the thing that's watching your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Just stay here a little bit longer and just watch yourself breathe. Bring the palms together. That's it. That's YouTube Live number 177. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. So namaste, peace and love.